Hey y'all, it's me, it's your girl Shirls. I am going to be doing recaps of Married at First Sight season 20, and we're going to go ahead and start with episode 1. I'm not going to get real detailed, I don't think. I'm trying not to get real detailed, but I'm going to give you what I saw, what I think, and I hope you like it. Okay, so we got two new experts. We no longer have Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pia, and Reverend Pastor Cal. We don't have them anymore. We have Dr. Lisa and Paul Brunson. He is from Mavs UK. If you watch Mavs UK, you might be familiar with him. So I never watched Mavs UK, but you know, I like him so far. So we have 7 couples this year. First episode, 3 couples. The 3 couples that they had on the first episode were Adam and Marissa, Felipe and Tori, and Beljolet and Mecca. Okay, so I'm just going to go and give you a little of what I know. Adam, we're going to start with him, is a replica of the father from the Brady Bunch after he got the perm. He looks like Mike Brady. He's a tall guy. He's pretty successful. He has a lot of material things that he's impressed with. Adam is impressed with Adam. And he loves jet skis, and he has pets, and I think he has several cats. Okay, he works out a lot, and like I said, Adam is impressed with Adam. Okay, fine. So Adam is going to be married to Marissa. Did I say Marissa before? Because I'm sorry if I didn't. Marissa, she's pretty laid back. She's cool. Marissa, I believe, is the one who does not like her daddy too much. So Marissa and her mom, they look alike. So far, Melissa's fine. Marissa is okay. I have no flags with Marissa. Marissa is all right with me. Okay, now next we got Felipe and Tori. Felipe is a restaurateur. He owns his own restaurant. I believe he's from Brazil. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check on that. I'll have it right for our next review. But Felipe, tall guy, I think he said he got some work done, so he feels like he's a catch. He owns a restaurant, and he acts like a frat boy. He acts like a college kid. He hangs out, drinks. Anyway, we're going to get to how he doesn't stick to appointments and things like that. But he said he's ready for marriage, so okay. Tori, she is absolutely gorgeous, and she is also says she's ready for marriage. Tori is ashamed of her upbringing. Her upbringing was not one where her parents were financially secure, I guess. They were on welfare. She is ashamed of being on welfare, ashamed of having to get student loans to go to college. And that still bothers her. I don't know why anything that like that would bother her, but that bothers her because she brings it up. Anyway, she's a nice looking girl. She's a very pretty girl, more than nice looking. She's a very pretty girl. So that's Felipe and Tori. The next couple is Mecca and Beljolet, 2 very nice looking people. Mecca is a sanitation worker. I think he said it's a family business. He cleans porta potties, but he makes really good money. And he brings up the fact that he's a sanitation worker. I don't know why. That whatever you do to make your money, long as it's legit, who cares? Or Yeah, long as it's legit, who cares? Do what you have to do. Um, Belle Jolie is a singer, and she also has about 25 other jobs. I think I can't remember all of them, but she did say that she's a singer songwriter. But I think she says let me just throw some stuff in. She's a makeup artist. I don't know if that's true. She's a librarian. I don't know if that's true. She is a dog walker. I don't know if that's true. She didn't say that. I'm saying that. But she has a lot of jobs. And she says she's ready for marriage. Okay. So those are the three couples that they focused on night one. Now, let's get to the first marriage. Well, should we get to the experts, Paul and Dr. Lisa? Paul, I have comments because he impressed me with the things that he was saying and doing. So they go and they talk to the people, and I'm going to bring up a couple of conversations, like one that he had with Adam, the Mike Brady lookalike. Adam, the arrogant Adam, who's very impressed with himself. So Paul, the expert, he was talking to my man Adam, and he asked him, how many ladies have you had over to your house? Paul act like, I'm sorry, not Paul. Adam, Mr. Brady, the arrogant, act like Paul asked him a question in another language. What do you mean at the house? He said, what are you talking about? How many ladies have you had over here at the house? Oh, this man is questioning what he means by ladies, who at the house, in the house, out the house. You know what I'm talking about. So Paul says, basically, you know what I mean, man. So the guy says, well, I had one girl over here recently, and she's been here about 5 times, but it's nothing serious, blah, blah, blah. Paul says, okay, well then go ahead and call her and let her know that you are going to be getting married very soon from on Married at First Sight. Adam says, well, I'd rather text her. Paul said, no, call her. Call her, because you have to end these things anyway. You're getting ready to be married. If you're serious about being married, pick up that phone, call that girl, tell her what's going on. I like that. Adam says, okay, so he calls the girl. And he said, hey, I was calling you to let you know that I am going to be getting married soon. I'm going to be on the show Married at First Sight, and so I can't continue to see you. She said, what? What? He said, well, I'm really sorry. She said, you goddamn right, you're sorry. Click. I think she hung up on him, from what I remember. I don't know, but I think she hung up on him, and he tried to act like she was still on the phone. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. No, you're not going to talk to her later. You just broke up with her because you're getting married. There's no need. She said bye. What is all that? Okay. So they told him, you were chosen to have a wife. He's excited. The other conversation I recall was him talking to Felipe, the restaurant owner. And when Paul talked to Felipe, he said, well, you have stood me up on, I think he said about 3 different occasions on meetings that, me and you're supposed to have. Felipe laughs and is like, oh yeah, I went out, got drunk, couldn't get up, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but we're serious about this show and you getting married and us finding you a wife, and you haven't stuck to any of the commitments. Right? But we've chosen a wife for you. You're going to be getting married. If he is not serious about anything and you all have noticed that, why are you giving him a wife? Oh, okay. Because that's the producers and they're bull. Shiggity. So, yay, Felipe is getting a wife. I really... I know one conversation, I don't know if it was even a conversation they showed him having with Mecca, but I remember Mecca saying that he would like to meet somebody that can serenade him to sleep. And I think that's why they chose Belle Jolie for him, because she is a singer-songwriter out of the many jobs that she has. So, first marriage was that they showed was Felipe and Torre. Felipe and Tori. Felipe and Tori, her name is not Torre, it's Tori. So, um, when the bride is coming down the aisle, they have it set up now where the husband, have your back turned and we'll tell you when to turn around to see your bride. But they also show that, in the beginning, the guy's coming down, and if they're cordial and meeting the family, saying hi. So I think they showed him that part. Like I said, the little details, I really can't remember. But when they said, okay, Felipe, turn around, it's time to see your bride, he was like, wow, she is a very attractive lady. He didn't say that. I'm saying she is very attractive, and he was like, wow, he liked what he saw. So they got married. I can't remember the vows or everything. Everything went fine. Like I said, he had a very promising reaction, excited reaction to her, wow. I don't think she said anything to him like, ooh, wow. Because remember, I think I stated that he said he got a lot of stuff done to himself, which he believes that he's a catch now. So when they were walking up the aisle after the reception, after the wedding was over, she said to him, wow, you're hot. Okay, so she liked him too. He's hot to her. And she was like, what? You are super hot, blah, 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 hot, 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 hot. They were on fire, attracted to each other. That wedding went off fine. The next wedding was Belle Jolie and Logic. So one thing that Belle Jolie was telling her girls in the room when they were getting dressed is, I am not going to be kissing him. I'm going to kiss him on the cheek, or let him kiss me on the cheek. And they were like, oh, okay. And so I can't recall anything worth writing down that they said. It was just that she was saying that. And her mother's name was something I remember to write down. Her mother's name is Violent, not Valence. I mean, not Violet, Valence. Like, I'm violent. Like, I can get active. She's violent. Her name is Violent. She might be a sweet lady, but Violent is her name. But that was enough about, that's all I could remember about back there with Belle Jolie. So, Mecca is back there. Okay, one thing. Back it up. Belle Jolie was raised with her mom. Her mom was a single parent. Belle Jolie met her dad when she was in her 20s. And when she met Mr. Daddy, he wanted... Let me calm down. He wanted a blood test. He wanted to make sure that she was his child. And I think she was like, and it's real obvious, I think she must look just like him or whatever, but he asked for some DNA. He asked for a swab and all that stuff. And she said she don't mess with that man. I don't think she's seen him since. I could be wrong about if she's seen him since, but she don't have no relationship with him. I think she gave him the DNA and said, get on your way. So that was the part about her that I wanted to bring up, because Mecca was his birth mom left him when she left his dad. I think she left him with the dad, and then his dad got married again, and I think he had a couple of more kids with the second wife. Second wife left the daddy and took the kids too. So Mecca was raised with his dad and his grandmother. So when he's getting ready, his dad and his grandmother are back there with him. And Mecca's dad's name is Logic. Logic is a very good looking, stylish guy. And he wants to be the star of this show. Okay? Mecca's daddy Logic, he got a lot to say. He said something about, all right, man, so you're going to kiss her? He said, well, I'm gonna do what I got to do. And the dad said, because, if she gives you the cheek is weak. And if she gives you the tongue, she going to want some. I think that's what he said. I think that was his little rhyme. She gives you the cheek, that means you're weak. She gives you the tongue, she gonna want some. I think that's what he said. I could be wrong about the tongue part, but anyway, daddy said that. It's in Mecca's head. So, they go to get in front of the altar. Mecca's there. Mecca's a good looking guy. He had cornrows, a little young guy, little, I think he might be in his 20s. I can't remember nobody's age. Let me see if I wrote that down. How old Mecca is. Who cares? Mecca is probably in his 20s. I'm believing in his late 20s. He has the cornrows, and he looks like he is into the fashions. The daddy is really fly. Logic is fly. Logic said he's a principal. So they're at the altar. They're down there, I guess they're greeting everybody and saying hi, I'm Mecca, blah, 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 blah. I can't remember that part. Like I said, I don't remember every little thing. So Bellejolet comes down the aisle, and her and Mecca both seem to like each other. I think they showed that they appreciated what each other looked like. And they said, pleased to meet you. And then all of a sudden, old Daddy Do Right Logic just stands up to make a speech. Where and when do they do that? He wants to get up. I'm telling y'all, Logic, he wanted to be the star of the show. He wanted to be Married at First Sight featuring Logic. Okay? Logic got up and said something. I don't know what he said, because I was flabbergasted that he got up to say something. When and where do they do stuff like that? But anyway, it happened, and I kind of like Logic. I think he's funny, but Logic, this ain't about you. Let your boy have his day. They got married. Everything went fine. She gave him kisses on his cheek, and she grabbed his cheek, grabbed his face too. But she liked him. But because because Mecca's daddy said what he said, Logic is probably thinking, oh, she gave me the cheek. So what? She gave you the cheek, man. It's okay. She let you touch her. So they seem to like each other, and that wedding went off fine. The wedding between Mecca and Bellejolet and Daddy Logic. The last wedding is with Mr. Arrogant, Adam, and Marissa. Marissa don't like her daddy. Her daddy will not be walking her down the aisle. Her daddy will not be at the wedding. Her daddy is persona non grata, okay? She don't like her daddy. So, but her and her mom, to me, they look like twins. So Adam's people are not at the wedding. He said his parents are in Ecuador or the equator or the moon or somewhere where he's not. So they're not going to be at the wedding. And his sister is right there in Seattle. But I guess she said, look, Mike Brady, I don't have time for you. I'm not coming to your wedding. So his sister didn't come either. So he got a friend. Her name is Lindsay, to walk him down the aisle. Lindsay reminded me of Lurch from Addams Family. So Lindsay walks him down the aisle, and he's down there and standing there waiting for Marissa to come down the aisle. And the officiant says, you have to turn around, face me, and when your bride comes, I'm going to tell her. She didn't say this in front of the camera. I'm just telling you, he was turned one way and he had to turn the other way. So anyway, it's time for you to meet your bride. So he turns around, and when Marissa sees Mike Brady, she said, oh my God, I know him. It went off. So that was episode 1, and it looks like this is going to be a pretty good season. And it does look like the new experts are going to be working out, but it also looks like the producers have pulled the okie doke again, because on this next episode, this one couple that they put together, why are y'all playing in our faces? I mean, one thing about this episode I wanted to say, because I brought up the fact that Adam had pets and he has cats. Marissa is allergic to cats, and she said if the man is worth it, then she may consider taking allergy medicines or whatever you have, to deal with your allergies towards the cat. She said if he's worth it, she'll do it. My thing is, if y'all know the girl is allergic to cats, why y'all hook her up with Mike Brady? Mike Brady has cats. It seemed like Mike Brady has a whole pet smart over there at his house. He seems like he has a lot of pets. But they do what they do. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a good season. And I'll be back for episode 2 and 3. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your girl, Cheryl. Check me out. Tell your friends to check me out. I'm new and I'm trying to get it built up. Thank you. Have a good day.